Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you, for your highest good, for the month of May 2025. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate your support and subscribing. And thank you for showing up for yourself. Spend a little time relaxing and taking care of yourself with temperance here. Good self-care routine. Yeah, taking care of your health. Taking time to relax. Drinking water. I just heard watching TV, but I don't know if that counts as taking care of your health. I guess if you're watching something relaxing and nice, then it's good for you. You might be doing something that opens up your third eye. So you might be doing like silent meditation or something connective, something spiritually connective. You might also be consuming something that is affecting you spiritually. So I know there are herbs that you can drink that give you really wild dreams or can open you up in that way. So that might be something that you're embarking on in May or looking into. Dipping your toes in the water in the world of herbs. Herbs in water are really, really good. The word Damayana just came up. I think that might be a hormone balancing herb or something to do with men's health, I think. Damayana might be sexual health, something like that. So that might be relevant for someone. And valerian root. Valerian's good for sleeping. It's good for chilling out. Oh my goodness. These cards are coming out like really all over the place and in a manner that feels disconcerting, choppy. And I feel like that might be something that happens for you in May, Sagittarius. It's something that you might not see coming. It might be an offer that you have been, or you might have been waiting to hear from someone for a very long time, so long that you've kind of nodded off. It feels like that. It feels like, you know, when you wait for someone or waiting for something, and it's like, you may have literally fallen asleep around it. It's been so long. It's like someone wants to rush in with commitment and conversation and defend their differences, and also I'm getting that there's things that have been hidden from you, and they may still not reveal everything because there's a lot, I heard. But you will be hearing about some kind of death or death and transformation. So someone may have passed on, they may be telling you about that. Or it may be that they have transformed. They've changed something. They've ended something quite major in their life. And this major ending is in their life is to do with people who I heard held them back. There may have been something about the connections that they were going through that they were challenged with, that they had to cut out. But that change was it was awkward and challenging. And it seems that even though there may have been like lies and deceit around this connection, I feel like hearing from them kind of gives you some kind of satisfaction, maybe because you were waiting for so long and you'd given up on it and you've moved on. They seem to want a family life with you. They might even be proposing. It might be that they might be that strong about where they stand now. It's like they're recognizing their own emotions. They're actually talking about them now. There's something. Happening very. It may feel like it's all talk again, and that might be something that you've been trying to avoid. It may be that they're not actually moving, that they're just talking about it. We'll see. They're wanting to build something stable and long term. They may be presenting themselves as having changed and grown, but there also may be things that they say that reveals the opposite to you. So I feel like because you know the red flags with this person, you'll be really on the ball and you'll be able to see it. But I think the challenge is that you do have feelings for this person, even if they may have not come correct. So it's like you still want to hear them out. And they may also reveal to you why they did what they did, or why they took the path they did. I don't know, there's something a little kind of backhanded or sneaky going on. It's almost like they present themselves as having grown and matured and bossed up, but the secret that they have is that they are deeply insecure about being abandoned, and they really struggle to own that or look at that. But this is kind of giving me the impression that they may have actually looked at that. So you might be hearing about how they have been doing work on themselves in some way. And I feel that you, meanwhile, are stable and patient and wow, I feel like you've almost given up on this. You've kind of come to the end of caring in terms of like how much energy you've put into it and what you've given up and what you've done for them or said for them, or how much you've supported them. And I think you are also still gracious about the idea or the effort that they're making towards reconciliation. And that could still be a possibility. But I feel like you also may be manifesting or looking at something new. Maybe something that's cleaner or more aligned, something more in alignment with your values. And so I feel like you're putting an end to accepting behavior that's not necessarily honest. God, it took me a long time to get there. Yeah, okay, so that's it. There's dishonesty and you're kind of fed up with it, and you've expected change, and it waited for it, and it's almost like the silence in between has revealed that there's something being held back from you. It's like omission. Omission is a version of lying in certain circumstances, and that's what it feels like. I mean, this person's been through hell and back, and I feel that they don't or didn't want to drag you through that hell as well, but a lot of it they've kind of done to themselves. They've put themselves in that position. I do feel like they have learned from it and grown, and it'll be different for each of you for your own situation as to the person and how much they've grown. But they certainly hold you in high esteem. And I feel like you may be saying to them that you're done with the games, you're done with the silences and then the reconciliations, the in and out, and it's almost like that's what you've had to learn, is how to say no to someone that you deeply love and care about. But they're still holding on to you, or they're still holding on to the idea of this. And they are getting themselves stable. They want to be stable and secure financially as well, so that they can offer something genuine. Wow, Saji. This is crazy. This is the second time I've done this reading, and I forgot to turn the microphone on. So this is me doing it again. And in your first reading, there was a lot about change and about big change and sudden change. So I feel like that may be a theme for you in May, that if this shift does happen and this person comes towards you, it may have been something that you really wanted in the past, but now it might be that you've seen a pattern and it's just too late and you're just done. But if you're not done, if you're not done, it's here for you if you want it, with victory and the Lovers. So I feel like the choice is up to you. Sorry, 6 of Wands, which is like victorious. So I feel like this person really wants to make it work. So you'll have to use your discernment and figure out for your situation if you want to go the distance with this person, if it's worth the stress and anxiety and hassle, or whether you've learned to handle that well. And maybe that was the journey for you, was learning to handle yourself and to not be affected by them. Because when you can get over and past your triggers, then things like this don't affect you. Other people's behavior doesn't affect you. So, and the card for you in the soulmate manifest soulmate cards is, I have found the one that my soul loves. Love's a funny thing, isn't it? So maybe this person has transformed and changed, and they're learning, they're growing. Let's see what comes out for them. Yeah, they're learning to love themselves. The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give to others. So maybe they have done the work and transformed and have bossed up. Maybe they're the emperor now. Or empress, depending if you're male or female. Wow, so the bridging card is for the soulmate. Never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. So it might be that your feelings were very consistent to begin with, but maybe because there were so many red flags, it made you wobble. In fact, I think the cards were being all wobbly earlier as well. So maybe when you think about this person, you think of them with a loving heart, but when they actually show up, their behavior and inconsistency rocks your alignment and your own feelings. So then your feelings become changed or temporary in some way. So that might be something you've become really aware of. So maybe this person helps you to work on being probably, I don't know if I should say this, but there's a book called as well, but unfuckwithable. So like completely in alignment with yourself, in a way that you cannot be rocked or altered in your own bubble of energy. So that also links in with what I was saying about herbs and spiritual practices and working on your connection, your third eye, and drinking certain herbs. Talking of which, there's a mushroom called lion's mane, and lion's mane is really good for strengthening your, not just your body, but it strengthens your spirit, it strengthens your internal alignment and force, your life force, and it helps to protect you in terms of your energy. It stops you from being hypersensitive to things, so it gives you kind of more of a armor feel, like strength. which is great because it's called Lion's Mane, so it's like taking on the lion's strength. So that might be a really good supplement for you in May. And you also have affirmations from the Sacred Power cards. So affirmations: I am love, I am protected, I am safe, I am beautiful, I am strong. So affirmations, please say affirmations. Do it when you wake up, do it when you're just waking up and you're thinking to yourself in your head. You can say them without saying them out loud as well. You can say, I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am going to have an amazing day. So yeah, say lots of affirmations when you meditate and align your chakras through affirmations. I think there's a different I am for each area of the body. And they correlate. You could probably find a video on that on YouTube. And wishing you a wonderful month